celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Washington Huskies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get...
There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might as well stick with him. He is... nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations. But dude,
ball's out! And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Badgers offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time. Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. Moves away as he feels pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just...
Got some movement into the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Badgers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. Right on the money. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Used the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking for room. It's Dupree. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quickly to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Got a man, it's Dupree. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Williams looking for a man. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anthony. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Badger! strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Fights off a defender. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to pass, it's Edwards. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The sure hands, it's Dupree. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance, you're not going to get the first down. I think you just keep your points. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. This drive will open from the 15. They'll open the second half with a run. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it behind the line. It's Dupree. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Coleman. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th and California.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Rides to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Using the quick game. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Surging forward on the sneak. The Badgers get enough for the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll toss it to the left. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one.
Number 90 on the field goal.
And he rushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the move. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Right down the gut of the field. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He'll toss it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Absolute shame. Missed it. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Badgers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.